to make a potato and parsnip puree. So I always recommend these kind of peelers that they are super cheap and they have them pretty much everywhere and they fail very quickly. And then I'm going to make a nice puree and decorate with a little bit of fresh chives. We're going to put a little bit of olive oil, butter, salt and pepper and nothing else. They don't need anything else, they are very tasty. This you can cut anyway, that I'm actually doing quickly. I'm just chopping the potatoes. Since we're making a puree, they don't need to have any particular or perfect shape. It's just that if it's smaller, they cook faster. Parsnip takes a little bit longer sometimes, the middle part, so you may want a little bit smaller than the potato, even though it's going to be a puree. So in the meantime, when this is cooking for at least 10-15 minutes, we're going to make a chimichurri. The chimichurri is Argentine sauce that is red wine vinegar. We got some parsley, red chili flakes, so they give a nice kick, some fresh garlic, and some fresh onion that I'm going to chop, some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Let's get started. I'm going to chop some Italian parsley. It doesn't need to be super tiny, but it's definitely a nice chop. Using the garlic press, we're going to chop some garlic. Let's just put all the pulp in the bowl. We need a small piece of red onion. You can also use a shallot. And it has to be very finely chopped. So a good trick for cutting onion is that you cut along the side and then transversal. So then when you're done, it's all chopped finely. So this is the red wine vinegar, some of the chili flakes, maybe a little more, nice kick. Some salt, generous, black pepper, mix a little bit and then slowly you add the olive oil. So we have our chimichurri ready. So now we're going to finish with our potato and parsnip puree, and then the last dish for today, the red peppers that I'm going to roast. So we're going to get the potato and parsnip. Now that it's hot, we might need a little bit more of salt, not much. Black pepper, and the butter that it's also going to melt completely. We can put it now. With a touch of olive oil. So this is an electric hand mixer that is going to make the puree. So it will take no time, even a minute or two at the very most. And we get a very smooth texture. The puree, it's ready. I just taste it to make sure that it's perfect. And otherwise we add some salt and pepper. It's good. So this one is also ready now. So now we're going to roast some peppers, and this is a la Marcela. And they start getting a beautiful black color. That means that the skin is burning, but inside they are actually a little bit crispy and raw. So you see a minimum color, but they are going to get all over. So with the tongs, I keep turning them so they are evenly cooked. When they are completely black, we put them in a Ziploc bag. That's a trick that helps the skin coming off completely, and it's so much easier to peel if you do that. I know when they are done because if you can take a close look, some of the peel skin is just coming off already, so it's tender inside. So it's completely dark, the whole pepper. Sometimes there are a few parts that they don't look as dark, but it's fine if we leave them in the Ziploc, and they will definitely peel. So we place them here, we seal them well. So we leave the peppers for about 10 minutes in the Ziploc bag to rest. So I'm going to cut some of this pepper that I'm going to use. You can see it's still a little hot. Paper towel helps a lot. So you can see that all the meat from the pepper, it's actually not burnt at all, and it's super tasty. So we're going to cut a few pieces. Add a little bit of flavor with a touch of olive oil and a pinch of salt. And this is ready. So now we're cooking the steak, and I have here a hot pan. Then I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil and butter. And since the pan is hot, it's taking pretty much no time. I'm going to put a little bit of the rub on one side and then on the other side when I put it on the pan. I like the whole leaves of rosemary, they give a nice flavor. And you can take it out if you don't want any more. Little salt, black pepper, and I'm going to add the garlic after I turn the steak so it doesn't burn, otherwise it will have a bitter flavor. To me the best thing is just using a garlic press. It takes no time. I just peel the garlic, I put it inside, you press, and it's ready. I'm turning the steak, getting a beautiful sear. Some of the garlic on top for flavor and some on the side. Sometimes I put a little bit of butter on top of the steak so it's juicier. Okay, so the steak is ready. I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to put this on a plate and let it rest for a few minutes. And since it's medium rare, I don't want it to bleed, I just want it to be juicy. We're going to plate our dish. Here we have our New York strip steak, the entrecote. So it's cooked medium rare, so you can see that it's pink inside. First just putting a few pieces on the plate, as well as the puree. Touch of the chives, pieces of pepper. We have our chimichurri sauce we want to put on top of the meat and around the plate. And this is ready to enjoy. Bon appetit!